Welcome back to Cafe Racer Garage. I am Dan, giving you the skills and motivation that you need to build a motorcycle that you can be proud of. And today we're going to check out Peter's K100, but a little bit further into the video, I'm going to explain what I believe to be one of the biggest killers to any motorcycle build if you're a beginner, how to avoid it because it's so easy to do and so fun to do at the beginning, but it's so detrimental to your build. So far what Peter's done is he's pretty much taken all the paint off the tank. I wasn't aware that these were actually aluminium tanks, so it's quite interesting. He's cut off everything unwanted on the frame. As you can see, all the little tabs that have been chopped off here, and there's one on the other side there, there's one up there. Yeah, so he has hacked all those off because he knows he doesn't need them. He's asked if I can just tidy it up for him. And also he has hacked off the back end there, and he purchased a hoop. Unfortunately that hoop just doesn't fit, but he's gone a totally different way. So what he's done is he's purchased a cowl for this, quite heavy duty. As you can see, it's got two skins. That's the base section, and then the top goes over the top. It also comes with this seat base, probably not the best craftsmanship. As you can see, that's the hook that they use, but it's alright, it does the job, I guess. So yeah, pretty cool, something different. But these are so much better. These are actually available on my website if you want to get yourself some. The website's here, and I'll leave a link in the description below for you. But what they do is they just pretty much lock in place. So you press it like, I guess like a press stud, and it clicks in and locks in place. You can't easily undo them. As you can see, you need to get two hands, one on each side, and pull it up. Or alternatively, if you had the room for it, you could do like a bit of webbing with a loop, which you could just grab and pull up, and that would also release it. Just a quick little tip here if you decide to do the same thing on your frame. Always start with a grinding disc first and then move to a flapper disc. Don't just do everything with a flapper disc. And the reason for that is because if you can imagine, this has a bit of flex in it, whereas this doesn't. So you want to take down the bulk of it first, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you've got your frame here and then you have like a bit of something here that you want to just take down, then what will happen is the flapper disc will get onto it, and it will just say this is the flapper disc here, and the grinder is obviously up here. You know, I'm not going to draw you a grinder, but you know, you get the point. This will flex in here, so essentially it'll be taking a little bit of this material off as well as that, so you end up with, like, I guess kind of like a finished product like this, if you can imagine. That's extreme. So what you do is you take it down with this guy first and just get down the bulk of it. And then once that's down, then the flapper disc only has to do a bit of a tidy up over the top, so it only takes off just a really slight amount, and then you're good to go. Otherwise, you'll end up with, you know, a pretty messy looking cleanup job. So Peter pretty much did exactly what I told him not to do when he first got the bike, which was take it apart and leave it in 1,000 pieces, because unfortunately you lose a little bit of motivation by doing that. This is the reason I always recommend doing things in sections. Like if you're going to do the seat, work on the seat. If you're going to work on the tank, work on the tank. Or if you're going to work on the wheels, work on the wheels. Don't just pull the entire thing apart.
Man, I love riding this thing. So while I'm on my way over there, I just wanted to explain a couple of things about the riding gear that I'm wearing, more or less the helmet and jacket. The helmet is the 2.0 Ruroc Atlas, and it's the camo color. I absolutely love this thing. By the time of this video, the 3.0 should have come out. Pretty sure it's coming out this month, so I'm pretty excited for that. I get my hands on one, I'm definitely going to give you a bit of a review and show you the new one. So this jacket that I'm wearing is made by a company called Engine Hawk. It's also a Ruroc brand. I love putting this thing on because it's so thick. It feels like I'm going on some Black Ops special mission or something because it just has that nice feel to it. I also did a review on this jacket. If you want to go and check it out a little bit more in depth, I'll leave a link to that in the description below.
So the plan for this is he's got a set of GSXR 750 front forks. He's got to get the triple clamps to go with that. He's going to get a custom set made. He is going to be keeping the original wheels, and the monoshock at the rear is going to be pretty much staying. He still needs to do quite a bit of work to it, as you can see, and the side engine casing he's going to give me to vapor blast for him so he can get that coated. So there's a ton of work still left on this. It is a project. He gets to it when he can get to it. It's not a sprint, it is a marathon, and he's just enjoying the process when he has time. So if you haven't seen the first K100 episode, I'll leave that right here. And if you want to see more about those awesome plastic clips that I use and how to make a moldable plastic seat base, I show the entire process in this video here.